Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagdatmananji's inspiring book Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 1. Give up worries and anxieties. The real cause of fear of ghosts, etc., is ignorance about them. How Totapuriji, the Guru of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, interacted with Bhairava is narrated in a very interesting manner here. In this episode, fearless talk with Bhairava, a demigod. Panchavati is a secluded spot, a lonely spot in Dakshineshwar where Sri Ramakrishna performed spiritual practices. Totapuri, the great sannyasin who taught the Advaita Vedanta to Sri Ramakrishna, was absolutely fearless. Here is an incident concerning a spirit, a demigod, a Bhairava, which shows Totapuri's fearlessness. On one occasion, at the dead of night, Totapuri made the dhuni sacred fire bright and was ready to sit for meditation. The surroundings were calm, without the slightest noise. No sound reached the ear except the chirping of crickets and sometimes the deep hooting of the owls living in the holes of the pinnacles of the temples. There was no wind. The branches of the trees of Panchavati suddenly shook, and a tall human form came down from the tree to the ground, and looking steadfastly at Totapuri, it came with slow steps to the place of the dhuni and sat down there. Surprised to see that personage, Totapuri asked him who he was. The person replied, "I am a Bhairava, a demigod. I reside here upon the tree for the purpose of protecting this holy place." Totapuri was not at all afraid and said, "Very well, you and I are the same being. You are one manifestation of Brahman and I am another. Come, sit down and let us meditate." The Bhairava laughed and vanished as it were into the air. Totapuriji was not at all perturbed by this event. He applied his mind to meditation. The next day he told Sri Ramakrishna about the incident. Sri Ramakrishna replied, "Yes, he is there. I have talked to him many times. He sometimes predicted certain future events to me through signs." Totapuri knew about the true nature of these supernatural spirits. Therefore, he could face the Bhairava fearlessly. There are faint hearts who create in their fantasy, say, strange spirits of their own and suffer consequently. There are faint hearts who create in their fantasy strange spirits of their own and suffer consequently. Psychiatrists may help overcome such disorders proceeding from excessive indulgence in fantasy. Even if we meet ghosts, we need not be scared of them. They don't really frighten us. It is the frightening stories that we have heard about them in childhood that fills us with fright. We should look at the problem from another perspective. Bhutas and pretas, ghosts, are spirits that exist in subtle forms after having abandoned the physical body. While we are not afraid of individuals in flesh and blood, why should we be scared of beings in a tiny form that have left the physical frame? We get unduly perturbed without trying to analyze the origin of our fear. We don't proceed to ask questions like what, where, and how. It is clear that fear proceeds from our lack of knowledge about facts. Some people may dismiss the fear of those who are scared of bhutas and spirits, that is, ghosts, saying they are mentally weak. They suffer from psychosis. They suffer from well-established superstitions, etc. They may deny the very existence of bhutas or spirits. Spirits may be dubbed as illusions. Such people may pass for rationalists and people with scientific temper, but they do not know how to bring relief to people plagued by fear. They themselves have no knowledge of the origin of fear, but repeat parrot-like what they have heard from others. The fear is only psychological and always make light of others' fears. They always make light of others' fears. No patients can ever confide in them their problems, anxieties, worries, and fears. Only those who have understood the real nature of fear can help others overcome fear. They know how to keep off fear. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.